Alright, look. So we got craziest September of all time. And I don't know if by the time I post this, it's gonna be next month already. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's gonna be October. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy that I come on months. Okay. But who knows when this is posted, but even so, it's like he posted this a week-ish around before I even saw this. So it's been a week since he posted this. And then however much time before I upload it. So this is a recap before the month is even over. Like, that's wild. We're having a recap about a month that isn't even over yet. And he's missing a week's worth of information. And in that week, we found out about Faye's temper, I guess, it being a PDF file type thing. Like, that's hard to say, but I don't know if it was within that week. David's situation got exponentially worse. I don't know what else. I feel like those are the major things right now. Oh, Charlie Kirk. R.I.P. to him.
I know I usually do a recap at the end of every year, covering everything that happened from influencers to politics to memes. And I'm happy to say that will be coming out. But this September, I just had to talk about it a little bit because people have been memeing on it and just saying,
what the f is going on?
Every day I'm waking up seeing a new jaw-dropping story.
Yo, and I also heard something about the rapture happening, which I guess already supposedly was supposed to happen. Like, it was supposed to be, I think, today or yesterday. I didn't even know until I was at work today and I see a post about people talking about, oh, you know, the rapture didn't even happen. Oh, I saw people selling things for extremely cheap. Like, oh, supposedly someone sold a house for 10 bands. Someone sold their car for like dirt cheap. Like, people got scammed basically, thinking that the end was coming. Now, we've been through this scenario so many times, bro. So many times. So it's always interesting that it's like, yo, when will it end? Because one thing is like, yo, I remember when 2012 happened, that supposed thing, they had a whole movie come out. A whole movie about the world ending. Like, what? That isn't your average typical thing because of some Mayan calendar that couldn't go on forever, obviously. Like, bro, they were in the Stone Age, pre-Stone Age, or something like that. Like, you should not expect them to have a calendar to lead up to the end of time. Like, what? But bro, I saw that, and I'm just like, when did this happen? Like, this was not on my For You page. Like, it was supposedly happening or something like that, bro. I don't know. I did not know until it was over. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I heard people were quitting their jobs. I don't know.
Across the world. As of recording, we're literally halfway through this month, and Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Life was just found on Mars. Nepal overthrew.
Life was found on the moon? What? We got aliens before GTA 6. Oh, what? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I actually find that mad exciting. Like, cause I have no idea how you can make a counter argument for there being no life in the universe. Like, bro, there's no way you think aliens don't exist. Like, it's not probably in the way we think, but they're out there somehow. Like, I don't know, bro. They could be like us, humans, type thing. Like, same features. Who knows? Who knows? And if it comes to the point, like, imagine we're invading. We're the aliens. They're gonna be like, get out our country or our planet. Like, dang, that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow. That's gonna be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of Americans right now. Yo, I don't know. That's gonna be crazy though. Like, it kind of reminds me of a show I watched called Altered Carbon. That was fire while it lasted. It was like they're in the future, and it's like you can basically reboot yourself in your body, like a clone of your body, or into a different body. Like, that was a crazy concept. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and they were like different planets and everything like that. Like, imagine that.
its government,
It's a
Roblox
good
is
show,
getting
though.
sued
I'm
by a
not gonna lie,
YouTuber,
dude.
Russia's invading Poland, a dead body was found in a music artist's car, and the Epstein files released.
I forgot about that.
If this is 2025, we're not...
Oh, wait. Epstein's file got released? Who's on there? Who's on the list, bro? I have no idea. Now, did they exclude names? Like, are some names, like, blacked out, like, on some Call of Duty Black Ops type thing, like, inked out? Bro, what? There's so much happening that I can't even keep up with. There's so much happening, bro. Because we got Charlie Kirk passing away. I guess Epstein files got released. Aliens exist. David is a groomer and a murderer. What else? Faye's temper apparently was a PDF file or something like that. Yo, that is so much happening in 1 month. Let alone, it was probably all within the span of 2 weeks. And there's probably still more stuff I'm missing. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this month is cooked. This month is cooked, bro. This year. Just fast forward to 2026, bro. Let's just start making our New Year's resolutions. Like, let's push past this. Tough, bro. The way this
I guess we can
year
start off in order
awful,
with
bro.
Roblox getting sued by Law by Mike. Roblox has been going through the gutter.
And Roblox too,
Made
oh
that
my.
exposed video on them. They've been losing billions and getting clowned on by the internet. Having politicians step up to fight against them, then getting sued by a state. I mean, when your game has animations like this, should we be surprised?
What? Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. You know what this reminds me of? The SpongeBob with the pizza. That reminds me just like that, bro. The jiggle mechanics and all, like.
This isn't even the worst of them. Like, if I showed the
Good
worst,
memories,
this video
good
will probably get
memories.
taken down. So on September 1st, Law by Mike dropped a video saying he's suing Roblox. And pointed out all the f***ed up things Roblox has yet to address. One of them was the fact that anyone could make an account on the website before 2021 with just a username, password, and birthday. It's the first step for every game company to have you enter in an email at least. This makes it way easier for predators to create some bot accounts and lure some kids off the platform. And also, what happens if you forget your username and password and don't have an email connected to the account? Was your account just blipped from existence forever? He also says that their AI moderation is a failure because groomers always find a way around it. They'll either use some type of secret emoji codes or text in the chat to still get through, which only makes me wonder, when are these companies gonna realize AI is not built up as much as they thought it was? Now it feels like companies are only becoming unsafer with this AI bullshit. It's almost like removing an actual human being and replacing it with a robot that works half the time was gonna cause problems. But you know they don't care. Roblox does anything for profits. He also exposed that Roblox is lying about how many moderators they have. They try to say they have thousands working around the clock 24/7 to protect kids, but it turns out they only have 3,000 total. And that might seem like a lot, but keep in mind Roblox has well over 100 million active players a day, which is only growing every day with more kids joining. Those poor employees. I could only imagine how many requests they have to come through a day. It's always worse when you have less too, because you're gonna have employees making mistakes and they probably got some quota from David Bazooki to hit. I can imagine him looking down from above on them and giving an execution order when an employee makes a mistake. Because of all this, Law by Mike said he's now joining Schlepp's lawyer to help sue Roblox, and that anyone who's had a similar experience to Schlepp on Roblox can contact him so we can add them as well to it. Right now, Roblox is looking like Thanos after snapping. If they manage to win this, I'm gonna start buying the lottery again because anything is possible. Right after this, the Epstein files officially released to the public. Well, actually, not fully released, just partially. The fact that 33,000 pages being released is only partially makes me sick to my stomach. This was really the devil, bro. How did we live on the same planet as him? But randomly out of nowhere, a government branch decided to force Epstein's estate to release
33,000 pages. Bro. What? What? How do you have 33,000 pages? Who typed all that out? Yo, bro, that's like the report. Yo, who typed all that out? That's not even all of it, bro. That's probably like 30% of it. That's probably like 30% of it, bro. Because they're trying to like, I don't know what the plan is. They're probably just trying to hide some things. They're probably just trying to, I don't know, bro. 33,000 pages. Like, how much pages does a Harry Potter book have? like a band or two, right? Somewhere around there, because I remember those are some thick books, bro. Like, the whole reason I never cared for it. It was some thick books, bro. Harry Potter, I never could do it. I never could do it, bro. I always stuck to, as a kid, I always stuck to Magic Tree. Was it Magic Tree House? Something like that. That was my go-to, bro. I never really cared for Harry Potter. Not even the films. I really didn't care for the films either. It's kind of like with Star Wars too. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for Star Wars. The games are fun though. I won't lie. Like the right ones, like Battlefront or what's his name, bro? I remember playing it on 360. Like Darth Vader raises you, and then he slimes you out. Like, what's that game called? I don't know, but
his 50th birthday book, which did indeed expose Trump for signing an inappropriate letter to Epstein. I always wonder how these rich dudes get so freaked out. Their freaky is always 10 octaves above the public. I don't know if I can show the letter, but I'm not gonna risk it because this vid might get taken down. It takes like 2 seconds to find though on the internet anyways.
What?
The letter itself is a bad drawing of a naked woman's body, with Trump's signature directly on the bottom of it. I feel like in the past, if people heard that a president got exposed for signing a nude letter to a predator, they would assume he would have got impeached by now. Maybe this is just the bar that we've set for the future. They also had a fictional conversation between them on the letter. Aw, they're doing some cute couple role plays, such goals. I'm not gonna lie, two men having a fictional conversation written on a letter has gotta be some form of zesty. There is never a time you'd ever see me and my homies do this with each other. At the end of the letter, the last thing Trump wrote is, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and let every day be another wonderful secret." Well, surely he clarified at least what he meant there.
Oh, no. My signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
Oh. Well, I have no reason to say he's lying. I believe him. Moving on. It's crazy because if I'm president and I'm accused of being a predator like this, and I'm saying someone's smearing me with fake signatures and all that, I'm instantly releasing
fake signatures, bro. No, bro. No. We're just lying now. No, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like nothing's gonna happen. Even though he's a predator. Like, he most likely is. Along with a lot of other people. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, he's still gonna be a president. He's still gonna have his cult-like fan base type thing.
Forensic analysis showing it's fake. Like, I run the country. Give me the best one and get it done in a couple hours. But ever since he said this, there hasn't been a single peep from him about it. You've had to have some real genius out there to smear Trump with a fake signature 20 years ago, knowing he would be president just to use it as blackmail against him. People are pointing out also he has signatures from the past that look exactly like the one with Epstein, and even ones he signed in 2022 with that exact one. But he's changed up the signature ever since becoming president, which makes you think, is this man really dumb enough to think people won't go back to his old signatures and compare them to see how alike it is? The answer is probably yeah. Russia now might invade Poland, so yay, another World War III threat this year. At this point, how many World War III threats are we at this year? Because every month I'm hearing a rumor that the may start up and I'm gonna have to get ready to be drafted. This month, Russia decided to send drones to Poland's airspace, which they say was an accident and they weren't intentionally aimed there. What's up with these governments thinking people in the world don't have brains like them? It's actually disrespectful because they deadass think we're all toddlers and can't tell what's real and what's not. Although nothing was really damaged and the drones turned out to be decoys apparently, Poland was not messing around with these. Word on the street is Poland's moving like the Texas of Europe. They deployed their jets to shoot down the drones because you gotta show dominance. And they also invoked Article 4 of the NATO treaty, which means they're now meeting with all other countries to discuss where further to go with this. All it takes is for them to agree to move to Article 5, and we potentially in them World War III trenches. The military better be able to hold this out with my tax dollars, because that draft is one I will be dodging. I don't care if I gotta act like Timmy from South Park, I'm not going. While a country was attacking another country, Gen Z and Nepal just said f*** it and burn down their government. Finally, Gen Z, it's time for us to rise up. I don't know why, but I thought in our lifetime we would never see a government overthrown with all of our modern technology. I thought we was and shit. Our generation got a bunch of femboys and furries. Are these the people that are supposed to?
This trend of femboy. I don't even want gonna start with fanboys, bro. I know this is off topic to what he's talking about, but oh my, bro. Oh my. If I ever come to a point where I'm just dead broke, like no way of getting a job, I might just become a fanboy and just start selling it. Thirst trap, all the above. Anything and everything. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to do that. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm not even... man, like, I'm not gonna lie. In the easiest way I can say, I'm low-key petite, bro. I hate saying that, but I'm like, I'm short. I'm mad skinny, basically. Like, pretty face, pretty... No, bro, I'm just joking. Pretty face, pretty waist. Like, no, bro. I can't do that, bro. Like, bro, it was like 2 days ago. I had a belt, and this been my belt for years on end. It was my ride or die belt, right? Like, it was there since I was like 17, 18, probably. Like, this belt was so worn out, and I was working, and it just snaps. Bro, it just snaps, and I'm like, no, no. And it's like, I wear a size 28-30, and I'm not gonna lie, my pants were low-key sagging a little bit. Like, it was not staying up, like, at my waist. Like, bro, it was mad irritating. And then, the only reason I know I'm low-key a little skinnier than a 28 is because on my belt, I had to make a new hole so, like, fits properly and, like, is tight. So, it like, my pants don't just start falling. Like, you know? So did I ruin the belt by doing that? Yes, but I needed to. It was a necessity. I'm not trying to sag my pants, bro. I'm not trying to show some butt. I'm not trying to show no butt or nothing like that. But, bro, back to what I was saying.
Like
I don't
want to
even continue that. Never mind, bro.
It's
Never
always
mind.
from the 80s or in black.
We're talking. Oh, yo. That was like a. What's the word? Like a sleeper agent word thing, bro. And it also just something that irks my soul, bro. I remember on Instagram, like, I posted a picture and I finally started posting. First time ever posting, and I said this story in a like video like not too long ago. I posted a picture on Instagram, bro. Never seen this account a day in my life. Don't know who it is. It was, I think, some middle-aged man. Beats me, bro. Beats me. I don't know. Bro called me a twink. It was along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing, along the lines of, you look real pretty, twink, or something like that. I'm like, huh? Like, those are dead fighting words, bro. Like, you can't just call someone a twink, bro. What? Nah. And when that happened, it's like the only person I know off the top of my head that knew is my brother. And he brings it up every once in a while, which kind of irritates me, bro. Because it's like, I don't know, bro. I'll just continue. My side rant got extended too long. I'm not gonna lie, bro. How are we halfway? We're not even halfway. We're a third in the video.
But this all started when in Nepal, the government decided to randomly ban all major social media platforms. And with stuff like this, it's always a buildup. The people there already felt like the government was too corrupt. So this one little thing pushed them to the edge. At first, the protesters started peacefully with people asking the government to change its ways. But then the police started using rubber bullets and tear gas fighting the protesters. The one thing you never do to a peaceful crowd is start firing at them, because their next and only option is revolt. So all the Gen Z kids started fighting back and crowding the streets, slowly adding up to more and more until the police couldn't handle it. And in the middle of this revolt, for some reason, there was a random British tourist there vlogging to witness it all.
I saw that, bro. I didn't understand the full context, but I swear he became like a somewhat...
Other media fails and there's no other source. Always count on a random British man in a miscellaneous country recording it.
Okay, so that was he became like a news documenter type thing. Like, he was the news of what's going on there, which is crazy because he's really putting his life at risk. Like, that's wild. Bro visited at the wrong time. Like, imagine you're just going to Nepal just for the fun of it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get some nice little scenery, some nice little things. Probably talk with some of the people there, get their story on some calm thing. But nah, a revolt happens and you're just there like in the middle of it. Bombs going everywhere, people getting hosed down by the fire trucks, getting rubber bullets shot at them. Like, yo, and you just gotta run. Like, even though you're a bystander basically, bro. Like, you don't know, but you're like, well, I'm here now. Like, that's tough, bro. That's tough. Hey, shout out to that man though. Shout out him.
On second thought, the overthrowing can't be that bad. They gave him
He got bigger fish to
apparently
fry,
the whole
bro.
thing was actually very wholesome, other than the government buildings getting burnt down. People were helping each other if they got injuries and driving them to the hospital. People set up stations to give each other food to refuel. And after everything burnt down and their previous prime minister resigned, they cleaned the street together and are gonna start building up everything again. In a way, this is the most peaceful overthrowing of a corrupt government I've ever seen. After all this, they of course had to elect new people in the government.
Shout out
considering all the
Nepal,
old
I guess.
Government got pushed out. And the place they chose to pick their leader wasn't in person, wasn't through local polling. They elected their new prime minister through Discord. Say what you want about Gen Z, but we get things done in the stupidest possible way. New prime minister also would make her the first female prime minister in the country's history. So she got a lot on her plate, but you know what? Good luck to her and the rest of the Nepali people. You could tell their government was corrupt because sadly there was 72 casualties just in the days of this going on. In America, if it came out the government off 72 people on the streets now, we would probably have a civil war all over the nation. Moving on, David, who's a singer that blew up in the past couple of years, mainly becoming big off of TikTok as most artists do nowadays. If you think you've never heard of his name, I guarantee if you hear one of his songs, you probably heard it on a TikTok before. His Tesla had been found abandoned on the street and got towed to a—
Yo, you know what's wild too? The song, I don't know if it was released or not, but talking about the girls, what was her name, Celeste? That's actually wild. That's actually wild and sick work, bro. He's singing about a child, bro. He's talking about love to a child. Like, gang, that's weird. That's so weird. And I remember seeing a video on TikTok about someone commenting on one of David's old videos talking about, I can't wait till you get arrested by the police for talking to a 13-year-old kid or something like that. Like, it was in like 2023 or something like that. But bro, what? Like, how do you know that in 2023? No one suspects nothing. No one suspected anything until not too long ago. And it's a weird situation because no one in her family, nothing like that, was really saying anything. From what I'm aware, no one said nothing. Even before she went missing, I'm just like, no one's gonna question the relationship. Like, that's a grown man with a child. Like, y'all ain't gonna say nothing? Is it because he's a celebrity? But I'm assuming they were still talking before he even blew up. So it's like, dog, what are y'all doing, bruh? What are y'all doing, bruh? Like, that's such a letdown, bro.
It was there for a while when the workers started noticing a bad smell coming from it. And when they called the police found a body in a bag in the trunk. I could not be a cop because I would not be the same after seeing something like that. As soon as it came out, all of his fans were like, it's over. Their favorite TikTok artist turned into OJ. But it turns out at the time it got found, he was on tour already for a while. So unless he pulled some mafia type of calls and had someone taken out and left in his trunk for some reason, which doesn't make sense if you're trying to hide a crime, but whatever, then it was pretty much impossible for him to have done the crime. The police also said he's not a suspect and he's working with them to help. That's gotta be awkward to address to the public, right? Usually artists are addressing scamming allegations or something else, but a murder, that's a little more than what we normally see. But f that, because now we got signs of Marsa's life. One of NASA's rovers last year—
He's not a suspect? He's not a suspect? But from what we supposedly know, he was still talking to Jared. Like, he was still talking to a child. He's still wrong for that, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you weird for that. So it's either he's a PDF file and a murderer, or just a PDF file. He's cooked either way, I'm not gonna lie. And that's good.
Got a rock sample from Mars. And that specific rock sample is also connected to an ancient river on the planet. They say the Mars rocks are about 3.2 to 3.8 billion years old. Whenever I see stats like this, it's always crazy because it shows our lives are literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. I don't even believe the universe is that old for real. Show me some 4K footage, then I'll start believing. The scientists found minerals on the rock that can be linked to life-friendly signs, which they match with the ones we have here. It also had elements like carbon, which is linked to microbiolife. The problem is, since we're on Earth and nobody's there, we can't fully confirm if it's 100% accurate. We have to manage on the rovers, which always have to break for some reason. But if they confirm it's true, it's the strongest evidence that Mars once had life like us or has life on it now. If they are there, I say we leave them alone. It would be kinda cool to chop it up with the alien and ask it how its life is going. Maybe have a little smoke sesh with it and get high. But we'll just drag them into our planet and all the bull we caused. They're probably gonna look at us like, damn.
I know we're kind of up, but damn, being born a human is crazy.
And for the last one, that's probably the most craziest thing that happened this month. You've all heard by now, but political commentator Charlie Kirk.
Yo, I saw the video for this. And I'm not gonna lie, my brother just showed me because that's the kind of person he is. Like, there's some gory video or something like that. He's like, yo, look at this. Man, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I should have smacked him for that. Because I was not trying to see no video. I was not trying to see that, bro. That was actually disturbing. Like, you just see it hit and then blood just starts spewing out. Like, that was actually terrible. And the thing is, it was in Utah. Like, I live in Utah. So it's like what? Like, there was so much going on. I'm like, I didn't even understand. It was like Utah, bro. And then it turns out it's someone like a Republican, this type of thing. Like, they're trying to, from what I've heard, trying to find an excuse to put the blame on someone. Now, do I know if that's correct or not? Could that be biased? It could be. I don't know. I don't tune into the political stuff at all. I don't really tune into none of that. It's not something I'm really trying to put in my mind. It's really not, bro. I'm not trying to put all this negativity and things like that in my mind.
Assassinated in broad daylight. If y'all know me and my stances, y'all probably already know what I'm gonna say. Political violence is never the answer and doesn't solve anything. And judging from the reaction and the fallout from it, people are even more split than they already were. You got the dumbest of sides. One side laughing at a man getting gruesomely murked in front of hundreds of people, and the other side saying it's a civil war now and it's time to get locked and loaded.
It's time we rise.
Why is Andrew Tate tweeting civil war? Don't even live here. Worry about your sex trafficking cases and crypto scams. Stop worrying about our affairs. To me, it looks like if this is the type of president we're setting for political commentators, like for politicians, it's one thing. Even though it's bad too, that's something people.
I just hate the fact that people are just taking it to the extreme, and it gives it to the right to people not in the right state of mind to take another action, which is crazy, which leads to this cycle of just crazy actions taken. People saying worse things are bound to come, and then someone snaps, and then something crazier happens. It's this cycle of anarchy, and I'm like, yo, if only we had the mental capabilities of just being able to sort ourselves out, instead of doing the most crazy action possible, instead of trying to separate each other, you know. That's the part I hate. It's a shame, though. I'm not. If I'm being so honest, so transparent, it's sad seeing how people can be. Not everyone, because if I'm stepping out in real life, 99% of the people I go out and interact with are nothing like this. It's just the people that are so chronically online or socially online, like, and are so easy to influence that are like this. Now, we're all influenceable in some sort of way, but it's like, yo, they fall into this sort of rabbit hole of this cultish type of behavior, mob mentality, and it's like sickening, bro, because it never leads nowhere good. It, like, Like, why couldn't we do something like Nepal? Like, bro, yes, they had a protest. Yes, it got out of hand. But the aftermath is peaceful in a sense. It's wholesome in a sense. They're rebuilding everything, you know. Trying to make sure everyone's good. Even during that process, it's sad that we can't be like that.
More expect is a possibility. Then how far are we gonna go with this? Even though Charlie Kirk is on the more extreme side with stuff he says, it starts like that, then dwindles down to everyone else. It honestly shows how sad we've gotten, and I'm honestly scared of what's to come. Like, for the people cheering online about this, now the other side is pissed, and some insane person out there is probably gonna try to get some type of retaliation on a person or a group of people that are innocent as well. It's gonna be a never-ending problem, which is why it should be condemned. Is it now valid for you to get murked on the street because you had a disagreement with someone politically? Now that I've said that, even though I feel bad for his kids and I hope they can get through life well dealing with this, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm actively crying and mourning the guy. Like, two things can be true at once. It can be true that he didn't deserve to go like that and gun violence is bad, but also I'm not gonna mourn someone who sent hate to all types of groups all the time. Charlie Kirk got one of the worst digital footprints on the internet. There's that clip people are posting everywhere when he's talking about the Second Amendment.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
And yeah, that's definitely not a good look for what happened. He's also said things like the Civil Rights Act was a mistake, said abortion is now worse than the Holocaust. He was a huge rage baiter, and even though I'm not going to celebrate what happened, I see why some people don't care. This whole thing has turned into a giant political butt fight. You got all the conservatives blaming liberals and saying it's because of their rhetoric and the way they talk that it happened. And then you got the liberals saying that's hypocritical because they do the exact same thing and would probably laugh at one of their people on their side dying. I hate to have the commentator take, I guess, but yeah, it is truly both sides would act the same in the exact same scenarios if it was a person on their side. Like, it's just how things work. I do think it's funny though how all the conservatives are saying how could people celebrate, acting like they haven't been making fun of George Floyd for 5 years. George Floyd jokes were never funny to me when they first happened, and the fact they keep bringing them up nowadays like it's supposed to be some jump scare for black people, I guess. Like, bro, it's been 5 years, almost 6 years. Let it go, man. And now you got them treating him like a warrior, saying he's the MLK and Jesus. It's gotta be some form of blasphemous. How are you a Christian and don't know you can't compare any human to Jesus? If Charlie's their MLK though, then I don't want to know who their Malcolm X is. People may say to me, well, Tommy, he probably wouldn't have given you the same grace if it happened to you. And yeah, I'm sure if it did, he'd say it's tragic and all, but
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths.
I don't really like this excuse because I don't live my life according to how someone else may act towards me. Like, do you act in the same way as a person you don't like? All I know though is from this whole thing happening and getting this many people's thoughts on the internet, we were never meant to see everyone in the world's reaction to something for real. Nothing good.
Yo, I said this in one video, bro. It's like, yo, we were not meant to have everyone's opinion just everywhere. It is dead not healthy for us, bro. I think it's low-key made us a bit crazy. All of us, like everyone on social media, I think it's low-key made us a bit like hysterical in a sense. I think the only counter to that is like self-understanding, like understanding yourself and finding your own balance and like sense of morals and things like that, like your principles. But like the average person is not doing that. The average person is just on TikTok getting influenced by whatever the biggest thing happening right now. Like, yo, and then if they post something, it's like, we were not meant to see all this. We were not meant to see all of it. And in many things too, yo, like we were not supposed to see, hop on X and see thousands of sheiks clapping and things like that. That was not meant to happen. That was not meant to happen, bro. I don't know, bro.
It can come from it. And y'all better strap in this month up until the end of the year because I have a feeling it's
done. I mean, that was an amazing video. It was a lot to cover. A lot of ground to cover. Like, I forgot about the Roblox thing. And I made a reaction video to it. Like, I forgot about it.